Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I am going to show you step by step on how to give someone access to your Shopify store. So whether you are collaborating with team members, working with developers, external designers, or hiring an assistant, knowing how to securely and effectively share access is very crucial. So in today's video, I am going to show you a step on how you can stay in control of your store while getting the help you need on your store. So let's get started. So something to keep in mind that this feature here requires a plan upgrade. And to have this feature open, you need a different plan, like Shopify plan. So the basic plan doesn't really have this feature. Also, if you still haven't signed up yet with Shopify, I am going to leave you the best current deal for getting started, linked down below in my description. Alright, so once you're inside your Shopify store, so we're gonna go to settings and then we're going to users. So over here you can do so many other things. First of all, if you want to add another user in your store, you can just go ahead and click here, add users. You can put their email address, you can assign them a role. They're going to be an admin too by giving them a full access to all the settings, and they can manage all other users as well as roles, or you want them to be just an online editor so they can edit and publish themes for your online store, including editing themes code and stuff like that. And then there is also another role, which is customer support. So this will be a person who will fulfill all the orders, edit order lines, and process payments as well as returns. And another one this will be a merchandiser, so they can create, edit, and publish products, including the prices and cost. And another one can be a marketer who will create, edit, and launch different campaigns. And if you don't find a role that you want to give someone here, you can just go ahead and create a new role. You are going to create a name for that role, descriptions, what they could actually do, and you can select different permissions you want to give them. Either you want to give them access to home orders, draft orders, so you can select all different permissions you want them to have in your store. Maybe you want them to handle your finance, so you can select that. I want this user to handle all my finance, and what can they do in the finance. So make sure, especially on the when you're giving someone access, there are other things they have, like sensitive information and sensitive permission. So you have to make sure what kind of permission you're giving to this certain user. So go ahead and read thoroughly and edit things that doesn't align, things that you don't want the specific user to have access to. Okay. You can also give them like app permissions to have permission on certain app, maybe the AutoDS app or email or shop or many more other apps you have in your store. You can also give them access to your point of sale devices and stuff like that. So that's how you can do it. But you can also set to add extra security by ensuring that the specific user who is going to log in and have this kind of access, they're going to set up a two-step authentication, because this will make things to be more secure. Okay, so now going back to roles, you can create different roles, of course. Over here you can see all the roles that you over here you can see all the roles you have in your store. You can add also new role, of course, giving it a name, descriptions, and different permissions and things like that. So now we're getting into security. This is the main thing that we're going to do today. So over here on security, you can pretty much view and monitor every other user's activities in their organization. So you can click here, view, and you can see all activity. This person did this and that. So this is where you can secure. And if you want to remove access to this user, you can also do that by checking the security of the organization. And then down here on the Collaborator, so this is where you're going to give designer, developer, and marketers access to your store. So Collaborator, they don't count towards your staff limits. So as I said before, depending on the plan that you're picking, for example, the basic plan, they don't have staff people, so you can't add any staff in your account. Only you, a basic solo entrepreneur, you'll be able to do this. But if you have a plan like Grow Plan, this is where you can add additional stuff into the account. So Over here, if you want to have a collaborator who is going to develop your store and stuff or design, they won't count toward your staff limit, so you don't have to worry about that. And of course, if you want to have more stuff into your organization, you're going to get even a more plan, which is an advanced plan. You can get 15 additional staff accounts. And this, of course, if your business is doing really great, then you'll need more people to help you scale your business. Okay, so let's go back in here. So let's say you want to give a designer to design your store. So this is where you're going to do. So this is your store, and this is so if you share this code, you will allow that specific person or a collaborator to send you a request for your store. So you will need to review and approve their request from the user section. Another thing I forgot to mention, if you are on the basic plan, you go ahead and maybe you want to add a new user, you won't be able to add any new user because your current plan is not supporting having staff accounts. So let's say you want to have more users, people to help you run your business as well. You can just go ahead and view pricing and you can upgrade it to another plan here. But you can still have, even if you are on the basic, you'll still be able to collaborate with other collaborators, like for someone who will want to help you design your store or develop your store, even giving like marketer access to your store so you can collaborate with them so they could help you with any kind of help you need in your store. And of course, you'll have these. So over here you will see your store name, and this is the code that you can send it to the collaborator. So when you share this code to that person, it will allow that collaborator to send you a collaborator request for this store. And then after that, you will need to review that request and approve that request from the user. So I'm gonna click here, users. Okay, so if you want to collaborate and work with a designer, marketer, and you want to give them access to your store, this is where you're going to find your store. For example, this one here, this is going to be your store name. Pretty much right now, I didn't give my store a name, so I have my store, but this is where you're going to find your store name. And then this is the code that you're going to share to allow that person or the collaborator you want to work with. So you're going to share this code so a collaborator can send you a request for this store. So, and then you still need to review their request from the request that they're going to send you and see what kind of permission they need. So this is the code. Let's say you want to generate a new code. So you're going to click here, generate new code, and Shopify is going to generate a new code for you. So let me show you how this is actually going to work when a collaborator sends you a request. The collaborator who wants to work with you, they'll put your store URL, and then they'll put that collaborator request code that you shared with them. And then on the permission here, they're going to select the permission they want to collaborate with you. So depending on what kind of issue you're having in your store and you need help from these collaborators, so they can select, maybe they want to customize your homepage or your orders. And then they can select specific sections. Maybe you have issue on returning order, refund orders, and stuff like that. Or maybe you need help on the draft order, so they're going to select all of that. Okay, and now, so after you share this code to the collaborator, you can go back on the users, and then you will see here a collaborator send you a request. So you're gonna go back on the user section. Now the status is pending. What you're gonna have to do is review it and making sure that you're going to give them the correct permission for them to have access in your store and help you out. So I am gonna go and click that. Okay, so now over here you can see the collaborator name and the name of your store. So then you can go ahead and edit permission for this user. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click here, like edit permission. So these are the permission they request. They want to have access to your home section, so they could help you set up your home section, and they also want to have permission on your checkout and customer account. So in this case, let's say you had issues on the checkout and customer section, also on your store settings. So you can click that arrow down to see all of this. So You can manage settings, shipping and delivery, taxes, locations, etc. So let's say, oh, also down here on the finance as well. So let's say you don't want them to have permission on the finance section. You can just take out that section, and you don't want them to have permission on store policies. So let's say maybe you want them to, on your store setting, you want them to manage the settings, but you don't want them to have access on the taxes and duties. So you can go ahead and select that box, and maybe location. You can just take that out as well. So go and review all the permissions that you want to give this Collaborator, and you can click here like on the orders. You want them to see your orders and help you out, maybe on the export section, or maybe on the return section, but you also don't want them to have access to certain section. You can just go ahead and select the section you don't want them to have access to, and then you can leave the section that you want them to have access. Okay, so let's say I don't want them to have access here. Okay, and then going down here, we can go to the maybe gift card. You need help to create and edit gift card, or maybe export or deactivate gift card. You can also give them permission, or you just want them to maybe to view and maybe create and edit to, or something like that. So this is how you can do it. Even on the marketing, so you want them to view, create and delete marketing activities to help you with automation, you can do that. Or you only want them to view, create and edit, but not deleting, so you can give them permission there. Go ahead and read all these permissions, and making sure you're giving them only permission you want them to have access to, and protect, and don't give them permissions on section that you don't want them to have permission. So that way you can protect yourself, and then click done. And let's say you want to assign a role, you can go ahead here and you can assign them a role, maybe to be an online store editor, something like that. Okay, or you can remove the role if you don't want. Okay, but one thing to put in mind, that the Collaborator account will allow a Shopify partner to have access to your store, and it won't count toward your staff limit. So you don't have to worry, even if you're on the basic plan that doesn't allow you to have staffs. You can still assign them, you can still have a Collaborator working with you. So once you're done, after reviewing all the permissions, the access and permission, and grant them specific permissions you want them to have, you can go ahead here and either, okay, you decide I want to work with this person, you can click here accept request, or you don't want to work with them, you just, okay, I don't want to work with them, you just change your mind, you can go ahead and click here reject. But in this case you want to accept them, so you can just go ahead and click accept. Okay, and then refresh it. Okay, now this Collaborator, you'll see the status has changed from pending to active, and now they will have access to your store. Let's say they have access of your store already, and you're like, okay, I just want to manage this. You can just go back and manage, and then if you come here on the roles, you'll see different roles in your store. Now you have happiness to go to, which is the Collaborator, best coffee mugs, which is your company name, so you have a different role here. So that is pretty much it, guys. This is how you can give someone access in your Shopify store and give them permission to help you out throughout your store. So if you need any help regarding your store, don't hesitate to let me know down below on my description, and I'll be happy to do. And if you have any question, let me know down below on my description as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe on my channel if you haven't done so for more Shopify tutorials like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.